So here's a weird one that I missed. Sometimes I'll miss them, going back a couple weeks, whatever. Sometimes something else guides me into a story that I think a lot of us missed. But it all comes back to Twitter. And of course, we're going to be talking about Twitter all week long. A lot of things happened. And I have another video today. If you haven't seen it already, you'll see it later today about Twitter and some stuff that's going on there. Some potential Twitter drama that's happening. But it looks like a bunch of news media folks are gonna, put up their haunches when it comes to paying $8 a month for their check mark. First of all, I think that if you are a member of an organization, the organization should pay, just like you and I do, for any of their members that, want to essentially be official on Twitter. I don't see anything wrong with that. If you want to have credentials, right? You have to apply for credentials and you have to be granted credentials. And sometimes those come with a price tag. It's just the way things work. And $8 a month to me is pretty inexpensive. So it's worth it to me to not have any imitators, to have my check mark, and to be $8 CultureCasino. Maybe it's not for other people. But there was one news organization that surprised me here, and it's the story we're going to talk about in just a moment. Here we go. So going back to November 3rd, apparently, Fox News anchors Dana Perino, one of the big ones over there, and Kat Timpf agreed on that Thursday. I guess that would have been the 2nd. I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to go look at a calendar at this point. But basically agreeing on that Thursday that paying for Twitter to keep their blue check marks would be embarrassing. I wonder why that'd be embarrassing. So this particular conversation, according to the article here, came after a segment where Representative AOC, I'm not going to say her whole name, you know who she is, and the new Twitter owner kind of had a back and forth about the new plan to require users to pay to keep their verified status, which to me makes sense. So AOC, of course, ribbed the billionaire for making people pay for free speech. And obviously, Elon Musk hit back, pointing out that the New York Democrat is selling sweatshirts for $58 online with proceeds that she claims are going to charity. He replied, "Let's say your blue check mark looks great, so thank you." Well, there you go. I guess they were hemming and hawing back and forth over this as a conversation on this newscast, and I guess they asked Bill Hemmer, would you pay $8 for it? At least that's what Perino, I guess, asked. Timpf said specifically to that thing, it says, "I think it's embarrassing to pay $8 for it." I'm thinking, why? Okay, so if you're a member of something, right, and you want to be called out or whatever, or you want to be held in higher regard or have a higher level of membership, you're going to pay $8 a month, right? You can watch like the ad tier version of Netflix, or you can pay for the ad-free version of Netflix, or whatever it happens to be. I'm like, why is an $8 charge objectionable? Is it because you were granted your status for free? Because it makes you elite if you're given something? A lot of people are given stuff every day. So I don't quite understand. Lots of people say that they would keep it, especially on this newscast, that they would keep the blue check mark for $8. And of course, we were talking about paying $8 for a check mark. I just couldn't believe that people in a professional capacity wouldn't be willing to pay for the $8. Of course, if the company pays for it, I'm sure they'll take it, like they say in the commentary that they had. I don't see why you would object to that. I actually think it levels the playing field. I think that it removes, the serfs, from the royalty or whatever. There's no caste system, and I think You know, Elon's actually talked about that before, but I couldn't believe these Fox News folks, and these are some big names at Fox were like worried about paying $8 a month. And people who were elites wouldn't consider paying for the privilege of being verified, but their company could pay for it. I don't know. Anyway, I guess I'm just getting caught up in this, probably for no reason. It never occurred to me that you would have people as part of an organization, especially a news organization or anything else, that wouldn't be willing to pay $8. I can tell you right now that as my brand grows, I will, of course, pay for my employees to be verified so they can be officially, part of my employment, to be official with my company. I'm hoping to be granted credentials to actually indicate that, everything's a part of my larger brand. I don't see a reason why an employer wouldn't pick up the tab either, so I'm not really sure where any of this lands us, but I don't know. I'm kind of talking in circles at this point. I just don't know why. Are you going to pay for this? I mean, are you gonna spend the $8 like I did now that it's going to be opened back up supposedly at the end of this coming week or during some part of this week? I don't really see a downside for being verified. There's going to be an upside to it. Be a little easier to find people and to make sure I'm getting some tweets that I wouldn't normally see, and making sure that other people see some tweets that maybe they wouldn't normally see. I like the idea of Twitter Blue because I want to be able to monetize things, which is part of the whole deal. I haven't created the super follows thing or any of that, but I do intend to make longer form content for Twitter specifically, and to do some stuff on Twitter specifically, because it sounds like Elon's gunning for, video service stuff like YouTube, which seems like a good idea to me. I think specifically when I release my hair and body care items and program and all of that, I'm going to verify that as well. I don't understand why anybody would have a problem with this, but hey, might just be me. But I guess the whole point of this video overall was just to say, here's a bunch of people that aren't going to do it. You're going to have access to it again here sometime during this week or early next week. But I think he said specifically during this week or towards the end of this week that we're in now. Is it something you're going to do? Are you going to pay $8? I'm just curious. I know, like I said, I know a lot of people that are. It's nice to just, have your name locked in, I think. Have access to all these other tools. Anyway, feel free to leave me the comments in the section down below. Hopefully we can talk about this. Again, you're going to have access to it. Are you going to do it? And is $8 too much? Is it not enough? Should it be something that companies pay for branded employees like news anchors? Should they have to pay for it themselves? Should we laugh at them if they don't? Because then they're among the great unwashed, right? Because that's how they looked at it. Use the comment section down below. Hopefully we can come up with something here. Like I said, it's just weird. I found this story in relation to the idea that I wanted to talk about the fact that people are going to get access to it again. And maybe, obviously Drunk 3PO won't be forever thankful. I guess that's a blessing. Be sure to support other independent creators out there. They certainly deserve it. And they're not getting the kind of support that they deserve. Maybe because they don't have a blue check mark. I don't know. But anytime you can like, share, subscribe, and comment, that's always going to help with the algorithm. And to make this shorter, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others. Wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, and don't forget to check out my Rumble at rumble.com/CultureCasino.
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.